Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. This is Alan Nichols, the Business Development Manager slash Tech Nerd over here at MAXHUB. So let's kick this off. So for everybody who just joined, I'm Alan Nichols, the BDM over here at MAXHUB, and we're going to be talking about modernizing your meeting rooms with MAXHUB's MDEP XBars and BYOM. So I'm going to start off this slide right here. This is one of my favorite things. We have quite the lineup right now of both Windows-based and MDEP Teams Rooms devices. But for now, today we're going to be talking about these two, our V50 and our V70. Both of these are going to be all-in-one video bars, and there's going to be key differences between them. They're going to be same features, same everything. They both run MDEP. But the big thing you're going to want on these is your room size. So our V50 kit is going to be geared more around the small to medium conference room. It has 12 MEMS microphones, a pair of 15-watt speakers, and an 8-meter range. So what that's going to mean to you is you're going to have great audio pickup range on your device, especially in a small to medium conference room. Now, it comes with 2 cameras, 50 megapixels apiece, 125-degree field of view, so a total of 100 megapixels of video pickup. Now, for those medium to large conference rooms, we're going to be looking at the V70 kit. And the V70 kit takes it from 12 to 16 microphones, 15 to 20 watts of speakers, and we're going to go from 8 to 10 meters of audio pickup range. And with those extra audio pickup range, we also gain visual range as well. We have doubled the amount of cameras in it to 200 megapixels total. So we're going to have the 2 wide angle and 2 telephoto lenses on there at 50 megapixels apiece. And what that does for us, and it's going to bring in a lot of our AI camera modes and bring people at the back of the room to the front in the meeting. And we're going to show this in the demo here in a few minutes as well. So you can see in the blue, that's going to be our wide angle pickup. That's our 125-degree field of view. And with the green, we're going to be able to pick people up at the back of the room and bring them to the front in smart conversation modes. We're going to be able to do group conversation modes. We're going to be able to do auto framing, speaker tracking, things like that. Because we use the MEMS microphones, it gives our AI algorithms an opportunity to not only track who is in the room, but where they are and who is talking. So we can use all those microphones to say, hey, this third person on the left is talking. Let's frame them. I'm going to find their face and I'm going to bring them into this smart mode. Now, one problem we've seen in the past is a lot of new modern offices use glass. So we have glass doors, we have glass windows, we have glass entire walls sometimes. And because of that, we do not want to bring people walking down the hallway into your conversation on the far end. So one of the first things I'm going to be demoing is a feature called video fencing. So we can actually draw the room out and remove certain parts of the room so it doesn't trap faces there. So we also have a humongous bubble of audio that we can pick up in the room on this V70. And that brings in the exact same problem where it has such a large area of audio pickup. You're going to have HVAC, you're going to have doors, you're going to have people on the side, say, taking notes that are typing. We can steer these microphones and use our audio fencing as well. And I'm going to show you that in a couple minutes here as well. And the big thing that we've centered around all of these bars is simplicity in your install and simplicity of use. You can see that there are not very many cables on this. There's going to be a single cable to the table for your touch display. You're going to have your HDMI going from your display to your bar, and just a power cord. And that's really all you need. They work on Wi-Fi, or you can also hook them up with Ethernet, which we always recommend. Ethernet's going to give you your best performance and your most reliability in the room. Now, the one thing we want to concentrate on today is that BYOM or BYOD, depending on how you want to frame it. So with this device, we have a single USB-C cable that comes off the touch console that also supplies 60 watts of charging. So whether you're plugging in your iPad, your Android tablet, your Mac laptop, your PC laptop, your smartphone, whatever you want on there, you're going to be able to use this for a full BYOD solution all day long and not have to worry about your battery on your device. So Without further ado, give me 1 second. I'm going to take this presentation down and I'm going to switch over and I'm going to start giving you guys a demo on how all this works. All right, so right here, I have my console. So I got my touch console on the left and I have my front of room display on the right. So this is running live. So hopefully the demo gods smile upon us today and everything goes great. So one thing I want to show off, I'm going to start going into the touch console here, which we call our AP30. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to go to the settings button. And when I go into settings, I'm going to be able to tap on video. I'm going to be able to click on advanced settings, and I'm going to go to intelligent video fence. So right now it's going to show all the people it detects in the room. And what it's going to see right now is you see the green boxes around our faces. That means it is finding us and it's going to include all of us in these spatial tracking modes. Now, say I am the note taker or I am a glass wall and we don't want me in here. I'm going to be able to redraw this on the AP30 on the touch console. I'm going to apply it. And then you see my face has a red box around it now. And that red box means it recognizes me, but I will not be included in this camera mode. Now, if you see me slide over here, you're going to be able to see once I get into the fence area, it's going to turn green. And then I slide out and it's going to turn red. So it's as simple as it is to set up your video fencing. It is fantastic. And the device gives you a great preview of your room as well when you're setting it up. Now we're going to leave this on. And I'm going to go over into audio. I'm going to type in intelligent audio fence. And I'm going to turn this on. And now it's going to do the same thing. It's going to show the room. It's going to have a blue line. So right now, I can select between 30, 60, and 90 degrees of fencing. For this demo, I'm going to do 30 degrees. And we're going to be able to steer this to the left and to the right. So you can see that blue triangle move around. So I'm going to leave this in the center. And what's really cool is when I walk over here in front of this, you can see that it's going to focus on me and I'm in the blue triangle. So it's going to pick me up. And as I leave, it's going to not pick me up. So I'm also going to demo this here in a couple of minutes. So if we go back, I'm going to join this meeting bar. So give me 1 second. I'm going to switch my audio over, join this, and I'm going to pick up from where we left off. And I'm going to show you how the audio fencing works. All right, everybody, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me right now. All right, so right now I am standing in the middle of the audio fencing. So it's picking me up and saying, hey, you are in the allowed area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a 5-second countdown. I'm going to start walking over to the left. And in the chat, let me know what number I get to before you hear my voice disappear. So it's going to be a 5, 4, now you're going to be able to hear me again. So the audio fencing works great. The bar is going to hear you, but it's going to say, hey, you came out of these microphones at this angle. We're not picking this up. So if we had people coming in and out of this door the whole time, we're going to be able to fence this out and stop that distraction in the meeting. For the next demo, I'm going to show you guys the video fencing, but I'm going to turn off my audio fencing so you guys can hear me from the side. Give me one. All right, now that that is turned off, we're going to work on the video fencing. So as we showed before, right now I have it set in manual mode. I'm going to turn on one of my AI camera modes, and what you're going to see is it's going to pick up these people, but it's not going to pick up me on the side. So I'm going to go from manual mode to smart gathering. And now, give it 1 second. It's going to take a picture of the whole room. It's going to find the faces, and it's going to put everybody in their individual vertical columns. And at the bottom, it's going to do an automatic auto framing of panoramic of everybody in the room as well. So we can see everybody, plus only the people talking are going to be framed. Now, because I'm off to the side here, I'm being fenced out. So if I kind of come over here to the side and I join my colleagues, it's going to take a second. And then it's going to also frame me in here. And the cool part is, as I move around, it's going to track me. So as I move in and out of the frame, it's going to follow me. So as people move their heads around, they're shifting around in chairs, it will track everybody in the view. Now, if I move off to the side here again, it's going to track me for a second. It's going to see that I am out of the video fence area, and it is going to cut me out. Now, if I go to advanced settings here, I'm going to go to my intelligent video fence. I'm going to edit, and I'm going to include myself again. And now, as I'm off to the side here, I can go change my video mode again. And now, here I am presenting. All right, so I'm going to exit this, and we're going to go into the BYOD. All right, now we are going to do BYOD demo. So now I have my laptop screen up. I'm going to have the display up. So what this is going to give me is I'm going to have USB-C cable, and I'm going to put my laptop into this. And the second I put my laptop in, we're going to see the laptop screen, and we're going to zoom in and zoom out. And then we're going to see on the right, the display is going to go into a BYOD mode. And now from the E330 console, we're going to select BYOD. Now that I'm out of that Teams meeting, I can select BYOD. And now we're going to see the BYOD screen here. And now on my laptop, I'm going to plug that in. You can do my little zoom in, zoom out. It's going to find the screen. Then I'm going to turn my camera and my audio on. So now I'm presenting from my laptop, not from a Teams meeting, just being able to share out my XBar and my laptop screen. And that it's going to bring my laptop into the meeting using the audio, video, and the display. So I'm going to switch over to the AP30 console to show you something really cool about this. And what this is going to do, it's going to give me full control over the BYOD. So if I want to switch camera modes, I'm going to be able to change it from smart gathering to auto framing to speaker tracking. Let's do speaker tracking. So on this one, I'm going to be able to stand up. I'm going to be able to walk around, and it's going to follow me like a TV camera. So it's just going to track me. It's going to find who's talking. And then I can switch right back into my smart gathering mode, giving me the full frame of the room. And with this, I can adjust my volume. I'm going to be able to adjust if I want to turn the cameras off or if I want to mute. So this is going to give you really, really cool options. So the BYOD on these devices are fantastic. And it's going to give you this on both the V70, the V50, and our W70. Our W70 bar will not charge, though. So we have that limitation on the Windows version of this one. But for the V series, we can absolutely do the charging. Single cable to the table. What's really cool is our latest update on these will now enable you to have either the direct connection to the bar, or we can pair it over Ethernet and still do BYOD without a direct connection to the bar. So if you have a healthy network, you trust your network, and you want to plug it in and do BYOD over IP, we can do that on our V-Series bars now as well. So give me 1 second. I'm going to shut down this BYOD, and I'm going to join you right back at the presentation center. And it's going to be everybody's very favorite time of the day right now. I see there's a pretty active chat going on, and I don't know if anybody's asked any questions in there yet, but we are going to move into Q&A time. Does anybody have any questions right now? Oh, that's a great question. So benefits of MDEP. MDEP isn't going to be a more of a benefit list, as it's going to be a different operating system on the bars. So if you want to choose MDEP or Windows, that's going to be your choice of how you want to manage the system. But the big benefit of MDEP over standard Android AOSP is MDEP is really a Microsoft-driven operating system, where Microsoft took AOSP, they hardened it, they customized it, they set certain standards, security standards, hardware standards, all kinds of different standards to make sure that any manufacturer building an MDEP bar is building them to Microsoft's specifications and Microsoft's lifecycle. So your MDEP bar is going to be first to get updates, first to get security updates. It's going to soon have integration with different security stacks like Defender for Endpoint. And you can also use MDEP in your Pro Admin Center, where you cannot do that with AOSP. So MDEP brings a lot of security advantages. It's going to bring government compliance advantages, security advantages for anybody who's going to need security audits. So it is Android without being open Android. So it's a really, really nice platform. And the other part it brings is a full guaranteed lifecycle of the device. So previously on AOSP, all the updates and security updates were up to the manufacturer. So if there is a 0-day vulnerability, you may or may not get that tomorrow. But with MDEP, Microsoft is going to be in charge of that, and they're going to bring all of those as soon as possible. And it's also going to close that feature gap between the Android devices and the Windows devices. So when Microsoft starts bringing in AI, they've standardized different processors on these bars. So we know it's going to work with Copilot. We know it's going to work with AI camera and AI audio. And we know it's going to be around for the next X number of years, depending on the generation of device that you purchase.
There was a question on wireless sessions and BYOD over network. That's, I think,
So the XBars, yeah. For the wireless sessions, you cannot do BYOD wireless, but you can do sharing wirelessly on them. So the sharing wirelessly is really going to be on your Teams client or Teams casting. So yes, you can, but also it's not full BYOD. You're going to rely on the platform for that. For BYOD over IP, does it need special software? No, the BYOD over IP is just a different connection. It's going to be the same port on the back of the touch panel or the AP30. So you're just going to plug that into your network instead of into the ingest port on the back of the bar. And then you're going to pair them over your network. They will pair over Wi-Fi. Your mileage may vary, but it will not do BYOD over Wi-Fi. So you have to have a hardwired connection for that. So for the size of the conference rooms, I'm going to bring that slide back up. So your conference rooms, as long as you're, for the V50, anything smaller than 8 meters is going to be your conference room. Anything smaller than 10 meters is going to be for your V70. So you're really going to be limited on your conference room size by the audio pickup range. Now, we do have microphone pods coming out for these for extended audio. We're going to have another webinar on those as soon as we have our release. But yeah, keep an eye open for those. Will the bars ship with the latest firmware installed? Right now, we are currently restocking with all the latest firmware on them. So very, very soon, we are going to have the latest firmware shipping with them. We do product updates and update cycles every couple of months. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of new firmware coming out on the latest shipped ones. All right, looks like Andy's covered pretty much everything here. So as we run kind of the end of the Q&A, we are on March 17th, we are going to be doing a presentation with PEXIT. So we want to show cross-platform. So whether you're coming in from Zoom, you're coming in from WebEx, Amazon Chime, or any other third parties that are going to be SIP-based, we're going to be doing that with PEXIT and showing how our Teams rooms will work with PEXIT for your cross-platform meeting joins. So we'll have that popped out on LinkedIn here pretty soon. Check it out and you get signed up and join us for PEXIT on March 17th. looks like we got more coming in. Andy's got those covered, and it was great having you here, and we'll see you on the next one.